Hello everyone, it's Somad again for a new crafting video. So I just uploaded one last night and I wanted to do something today about stat sticks. So if you guys don't know what a stat stick is, it's pretty much a weapon that you use that gives a lot of extra utility or damage. Here mostly damage in the form of extra physical damage as elemental, kind of similar to like Hatred, for example. Here, for example, just Hatred level 21 gave an extra 36%. So for example, let's say you deal 100%, 100 physical damage, you put Hatred on, you still keep your 100 physical damage, but you have 36 cold extra. And you can apply like all the elemental damage multipliers to it. So here for today, I'm crafting both a Sembar Scepter and a Void Scepter. Those are two different implicits. This one has 40% increased elemental damage, and this one has 6% penetration. The fossils used will be Aetheric, Prismatic, and Jagged. So it gives more physical modifiers because the lines that we want, it's physical damage as extra. So this is a physical modifier, more elemental modifier, same, more caster mods, and fewer attack modifiers, so we don't roll any attack mods such as flat elemental to attacks, elemental damage to attacks, and all this. And finally, the Aetheric, the other one, Prismatic, it's like elemental damage. Of course, it applies as well. So let's go. Here, you kind of want a base that's, I would say, at least level 83, so you have like all available mods. Let's go. So here, nothing good. We only have one line. It's tier 2 physical as random. No, it's actually tier 1 physical and random. Not good at all. We want like several of those. How about this one? Cast speed, mana regen, physical damage, extra fire. Nothing too crazy. Spell cascade, faster casting. This one is interesting. You could use it kind of to do nothing. Okay, here same. Here goes nothing. So each try here cost around, I would say, 15 chaos, 13 chaos per resonator. But it's the end of the league. It's pretty fun to do this. Okay, so this is really terrible. So the type of builds you want to use those stat stick on are very diverse, like any physical build. So it applies for physical spells, but also physical, like attack builds. Ultimately, so physical spells you have, Bladeful, Blade Flurry, Ethereal Knives, what else? Glacial Cascade. And those stat stick boost immensely. Okay, here this is quite interesting. We got a lot of spell damage. All prefix are locked though. So I don't think it's worth it to annul and then train to slam for a chance at getting another extra. Okay, so here finally we have our first 2 extra. It's not quite good enough. All prefixes are taken here. The fire damage is alright, but I feel like I want to roll over this. So I've got 40 tries today. I prepared 40 of those. So let's go. Attack with this weapon, penetrate. Yeah, it's not too good. Okay, now that's quite interesting. Okay, so we've got tier 2, physical as extra fire. We've got tier 2 as of a random element, some cast speed, and some flat fire. So this one is really interesting actually for builds just like EK, I would say. I might keep this one for now. Maybe I'll do something with it. Because I have an EK character, an EK Trickster, and I will release a guide actually for it. Okay, so onto the Void Scepter. This one is level 84. So you cannot really use, you can, but it's pretty hard to use this base on an attack build because of the intelligence requirement. And it's not that easy to reach on most characters. Okay, what is that? Soaketed spells deal 40% more spell damage. Yeah, no extra. We really, really want the extra here. So, yeah. Apparently, Jonathan stated that stat sticks will be addressed in last bake last. So, I might be crafting this maybe for nothing. Maybe they're going to nerf it afterwards. Maybe they're going to keep it and this will become legacy. Okay, so here this one is rather interesting as well. Some lightning damage, cold damage to spells, double extra I'm pretty sure I can sell this one. This one can sell for I don't know how much really, but that's a fairly decent one. We've got both open prefix and suffix. So here, the strat would be to kind of craft what is it? Cannot roll attack mods. Then exalt. That gives us like a lot of. We can do it. We can hit it. So I might keep this one for later. I'm gonna ask my wife to craft it because I don't have the master level 8. So let's go back to this one then. This one is not that good. Let's go back to it. Okay, what do we have? Gain, lightning. Yeah, it's not good at all. Let's go again. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, you know, useful for, because depending on how they nerf stat stick that are very strong right now. Okay, gains, you have T1 as fire, we get some AoE, some spell crit, cast speed, core damage. It's not very good. We really want at least like 2 of those extra as elemental. I'm actually surprised we didn't roll something better than this so far. Okay, what do we have here? Random, T1 lightning. This one would be a candidate as well. This one would be a candidate for the mod Cannot Roll Caster. I think this is Torah. What I'm gonna do, I think I have a few other bases. An Apex Rapier, level 83. I'll craft on this one. I'll craft on this. Can be used for BV. The dex requirement is kind of high, but it's fine. Okay, what do we have here? Physical extra cold. Nothing too crazy happening here. Okay, penetration, extra fire, very low tier. Crit multi, some res. Not that crazy. Penetration in cold again. I will roll over this. It's not that good. Okay, here we have a double. Same as earlier. So here we have 3 prefixes. The tiers are kind of low. We've got a tier 3 as extra fire and tier 2 as cold. It's not bad at all. I don't think it's worth keeping that. Okay, extra. Elemental damage attack. So that's a nice, that could be a nice stat stake for a few skills. Like Consecrated Path or Sunder. Okay. Extra. Elemental damage and Intimidate. Not that good. Extra cold, Intimidate, and Penetration. Not that good. Okay. So we're not doing too strong here. I've got 4 more tries. This is going to be a very short video. Okay. Again. Okay, now that is interesting. This is really interesting. We got double tier 1. Okay, this one is definitely a good candidate for slamming. This is really interesting. The frenzy charge when you block. So I don't have like that many uses here in mind, but the very high, like this double tier 1 as extra. And also some accuracy per frenzy charge, which could help. That could actually help a few builds. Not that many though. It could help a little bit. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong bench. I had to change my hideout because of a few viewer. Yeah, a few viewers were being funny and using Desecrate in my hideout. So what I'm gonna do here is pretty much literally just craft critical strike multiplier and sell it, or maybe just I will exalt it maybe later. I do not know. So what is the result? This one is alright. This one is actually definitely alright. I can probably sell this for I would say 3 to 4x maybe. And also like the 18% reduced attribute requirements actually come in strong, because the dexterity here is the problem in a build such as BV, for example. So this is actually PogChamp. And yes, I do say emotes out loud. This one is definitely worse for worse. This one is definitely very underwhelming. So I might actually just reroll this. I have 2 more tries. Maybe we will hit the rare. Yeah, not this. Not this. And we get double penetration, get some spell crit, we get hybrid spell damage here. Nothing too fancy. So that is it. maybe it helps shed some light on how to craft. Why would you craft? But yeah, this is kind of like the right combination. Aetheric Jagged Prismatic. This way you can force very good statistics for quite cheap. At least like a very entry level. Now, if you want to get something really good, you will pretty much have to exalt and take the risk. So here I've got a few exalts, so I might just wait for my wife to come online and ask her if we can exalt this one. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll be doing this. We get an open prefix, so cannot roll caster mods, exalt, and see what's up. Or I might just buy some more. I have a lot of chaos. I might just buy some more, keep crafting. I'll see. See you in a bit. And I'm back. This time I tied my hair up. I got 30 more resonators, 30 more tries. And I just realized that because it's a sword, there is not really a good prefix that's worth exalting. But I checked in terms of pricing, and I still think I'll be able to get some good money off of this, somewhere around maybe 3x. I think maybe 3-4x, maybe a little bit more because of the dexterity requirements. So let's go again. This time I really want to focus on this one, on the Sembar Scepter. So let's get something real nice. Spell crit. Okay, this one is actually pretty nice. Right off the bat. Spell crit, some decently high lightning damage to spell. Targeted spells is 40% more spell damage. And random, tier 1 random. But I don't think it's quite good enough. I really want the prefixes here. Let's go again. This is not very good. Let me hide this. Yeah, this is self-explanatory. I told you what I'm expecting from this scepter, and we're not getting it. This one could be interesting for a build such as Arc, for example, because Arc totems, Arc trap do not benefit from physical as extra elemental because it's not a physical base, it's a lightning base. So an item like this could actually be quite interesting, even though it's really easy to get something much better going for your Arc. Penetration, fire damage, nothing really good here, nothing stands out. Spell damage, fire damage, cast speed, and penetration. This one is fairly interesting. For it would be like a fire-based fire skill, but not that good. Spell damage, cold damage, some leech, some flat to spells. Let's go again. Penetration. This is not very good. Let's go again. Same with this one. So I'm not gonna explain every time why it's bad. It's just not what we want. Here we get one extra. It's the first in 4 tries. Lightning damage, but it's not very good. Let's keep going. Let's put it in the middle. Just so this Sembar Scepter feels loved. Okay, not good at all. Spell cascade, faster casting. Lots of cast speed, crit multi-area of effect. Good work for Bladefall. But hey, it's Bladefall. Same with this one. High spell crit, high cold damage to spells, and elemental damage. But that's about it. Do we have an open prefix here? We don't have an open prefix. Again, not very good. Again. It seems to me that the physical as elemental doesn't roll too often on this bad boy. Doesn't roll too often. It's the same setup. Jagged, Aetheric, and Prismatic. Okay, we get T1 lightning. Some fire damage to spells, but it's not very good. We want at least 2 of those extra, right? Like 2 high tier of those extra. Okay, not very good. T1 lightning is T3 lightning is not the best. Spell damage, some cast speed, some cold, and tier 2 physical as extra lightning. It's not amazing. I think we can get better. I hope we can get better. This is costing me a lot of money. Okay, so now that's a little bit more interesting. We've got no open prefix. I think something like tier 1 crit. T1 spell crit, T1 extra damage as lightning, some fire damage to spells, and socketed fire gems. So I could take the risk here and exalt, like annul the fire. I could try this. I could try annul prefix and then see what happens. So here we annul the worst prefix. We've got another problem. Is like we have an open suffix here too. Should I keep crafting it? Should I not keep crafting it? You know, that's why I like stream as well. Like right now, if I had a chat, you guys could tell me what you'd like. Of course, you would ask for Exalted, right? You guys always want to Exalt stuff, to Vol stuff. That's Twitch for you. I don't think this is quite good, and I feel like I should keep going. So the base in itself, the Sember Scepter, this level is quite expensive. I'll take the gamble. Okay, I might regret this later. I might regret this. Maybe not. Okay, okay. This is interesting. We've got an open prefix, an open suffix, and gain. Okay, this is tier 1 extra fire. We have tier 2 extra random element. Get some okay-ish crit to spells. It's not a waste. Pretty high tier as well, and some fire damage. So here, this is a good caster weapon. I have to exalt this. So I'll just try and see if my wife is on. And she's actually busy, but this time was important. It allowed me to reflect. And I am not gonna exalt them, and I will instead just put them on the marketplace, on PoE trade, and rip some money off of this. So this is the first we're gonna go over to the weapons we crafted, and then the cost, and then the profit. So this one is quite interesting. It's not a great, amazing weapon, but you know, the lightning damage is not as useless as you can think. On the spellcaster, on a spellcaster build that uses a physical spell such as BV or EK, you tend to want to convert all of your damage, and physical to lightning is actually a very common support gem. So the lightning damage helps a little bit here. The cold damage to spell helps a little bit with shattering, more cold damage, along with your hatred helps with shattering, and just big cold damage. It's pretty nice. The extra physical as fire, extra is really nice. And finally, the extra damage is random and crafted crit multi. So a weapon like this is actually quite similar to this one, except we don't have lightning damage, we have spell crit instead, and not cold damage to spells, but fire instead. And penetration, those are two different base. So those two items, I think I would be able to sell them for roughly 4x to 5x to 6x maybe for the sandbar, because this is a rare base, it's pretty expensive. And for this weapon, I just check, and it's around, 3 to 5x, depending, I guess, on the time of the day. So let's go over to how much it cost me to craft all this. Here's the little spreadsheet, because I'm a professional gamer. So grand total for this crafting session, 70 tries, cost me 910 chaos. Also, it's very easy to buy if you go on the website. Where's the Trade Price of Exile? You want to buy, for example, like resonators, you want to buy delve fossils, you know, you just click Jagged. You put a minimum quantity that you want. It's pretty easy to buy in bulk. Some people farm see like those quantities here. It's really easy to buy. So I really recommend you do this if you want to fossil craft. So 910 chaos, that's about 8 exalts, 7.7. So here we actually made quite the profit. It's not, you know, we don't have like the big juicy stat stack, but overall, if all these weapons even sell for not even 3x, we still make a profit. So that was a very interesting, not experiment, but very interesting crafting session for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can watch me and follow me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/somad, and yes, I forgot a W, or on Twitter at somadpoe. I'd like to thank you so much. Next video will be about how to min map. If you don't know what min mapping is, it's how to map efficiently in this game. Don't interrupt me, dude. How to map efficiently. So we will be just crafting large batches of maps and filter, you know, quantity, pack size, bad mods, good mods, and see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.